What time is it? What time is it? It's pasta show time! Today we're going to make pasta al pesto, the traditional Italian basil pesto, plus 2 variations. After this video, you will never buy ready-made pesto sauce anymore. It just takes a few ingredients and a mixer. 5 minutes of your time and you have the most flavorful homemade pesto sauce. And that's how we do it. The traditional pesto sauce is made using early morning collected basil leaves and is only made with fresh and tender leaves. The second star of pesto is definitely the cheese. You can use Pecorino cheese, but we prefer Parmigiano Reggiano, a generous amount of extra virgin olive oil, about 200 milliliters, then roasted pine nuts that you can make easily using a hot pan without adding any grease. Once upon a time, all the ingredients were blended using this object called mortar, in Italian mortaio. The housewife with patience and ancestral gestures made this sauce full of magical fragrances. But we are lazy, so luckily technology comes to our aid with the food blender! Let's start by washing and drying off the basil, then place it in the blender, along with the Parmigiano to add a rich flavor, roasted pine nuts for a nutty taste, 1 peeled garlic clove, or even 2 or 3 for real garlic lovers, a swimming pool of extra virgin olive oil and a pinch of salt, and 3 or 4 cubes of ice to avoid blades heating and keep the pesto green. Keep on mixing for a couple of minutes until it gets smooth and silky. And that's the tricky part, we have to taste the pesto. Let's dig in. If you don't use the pesto straight ahead, cover it with a little oil to preserve it and store it in the fridge or refrigerator. Then it's time for cooking pasta. Bring the water to a boil, add a handful of salt for 2 liters of water, and add your favorite pasta. We use spaghetti, but short pasta works amazing too. Eventually, taste the pasta before draining it al dente. Then move the pasta to a bowl and let it cool for a couple of minutes with a drizzle of oil so it doesn't get sticky. Don't forget to save half a glass of the cooking water. And put it all together with the pesto sauce. Mix it gently, adding the water until it gets very creamy. As you mix it, look at how the Parmigiano melts, creating this amazing, indulgent sauce, and how fragrant the smell of the pesto is. To make a fancy presentation, use a cooking tongs and a ladle. Make a large portion because you will never have enough of it. Adding a cutie basil leaf, extra pesto and pine nuts. The pasta is ready, so tutti a tavola! But first, let me call the tester.
It smells
So good.
almost like my mom's one.
I know it's not true, but it's so cute.
Should I taste it?
You have to.
So good.
Can I have some?
Nope.
Today's first variation is vegan pesto, with basil, nutritional yeast instead of Parmigiano, roasted pine nuts, 1 or 2 garlic cloves, olive oil and salt. Here you can see how the color changes if you don't use the ice, but the taste is still amazing and it is lighter because there's no cheese in it. For the last variation, you can use all the herbs you want. We chose baby spinach and arugula, then Parmigiano, a handful of breadcrumbs, a generous amount of oil, and a juice of half a lemon instead of ice to avoid oxidation. Mix the ingredients and notice the vibrant green color of this pesto. Wow! So here you have the 3 variations of pesto. All delicious with pasta and also on hot bread and as a dip. Thanks for watching and let us know which one is your favorite.